Themselves first. First of all, I just want to say it's a pleasure to be here at West Los Angeles College with you today. I'm sorry I was late. It's not by choice. I would have been here for the whole thing, except I had two other forums to be at this morning. One over at Southwest Los Angeles College in Inglewood. That was at noon. And then one at Los Angeles City College in East Hollywood at 12:30. So I pulled off a Los Angeles miracle, and I made it to all three. So just to let you know, that's what you can expect from me, Milo Harold Anderson, as your next student trustee, if you choose me as your next student trustee of the Los Angeles Community College District. You guys, again, I'm sorry I missed the beginning, but what I heard, you guys asked and offered great questions. Ronnie especially, that was an excellent question about what are they doing to get those signatures, to prove to the students that they're, not only are they important for their job, but that their job is important. Because that kind of outreach is what we need on the student level, on the college level. What I want you guys to do is perhaps expand your scope a little bit. Not to say that there shouldn't be culture growth of West Los Angeles College, but you're not just West Los Angeles College. You are students of the largest district in the United States of America, the Los Angeles Community College District. Over 100,000 students across 9 campuses and over 200 square miles. You have so much lobbying power. You can really make some changes as the students. But I'm not seeing that happen, and I'm seeing it not happen primarily because I think that the resources that are out there that have been set in place, that are documented, that are established on purpose to give you a voice, are not being used appropriately. Specifically the Student Affairs Committee. The Student Affairs Committee isn't really the Student Affairs Committee, I believe, right now. It's the current Student Trustees Committee. He likes to, well, I've never actually been to one of those meetings. Larry has. John Noyola has. I know that they have represented you on those committee meetings. However, I don't know what they said. I don't know what they did. And the reason why is because their information, the work that they did, was not recorded in the minutes. I think that's a huge problem. I think the transparency of the Student Affairs Committee. Raise your hand if you know what I'm talking about when I say the Student Affairs Committee. Okay, we need to change that. Everyone should know what the Student Affairs Committee. The Student Affairs Committee is where you can voice your concerns as a student. It's open to every single student. It's open to public, actually. But it's specifically the forum designed for students to be able to voice their concerns and to give suggestions and solutions to the problems that they see on their campus and in their district. But currently, it's not really a committee for the students. I want to change that. And first and foremost, I'm going to change the way the minutes are written so that your president, the next president you elect, whether it be Quincy or Deanna, the work that they do, they are actually the people who sit on that committee. Their reports will be recorded in the minutes. On top of that, if you elect me as your student trustee, you have someone with unique qualities and unique experience. I have my bachelor's degree in broadcast journalism. I know a little bit about podcasting. And what I'd like to do is actually record and stream live the Student Affairs Committee so that even if you can't make it to the committee meeting over at 7th and Wilshire, you can still talk about it. You can still share it with your fellow students. You can start a dialogue about what your representative officials are actually doing for you on the highest level, on the District Board of Trustees, and that's a committee of the Board of Trustees. So I don't want to get in too long. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of great questions because I can tell you guys are great question askers. But I want you to know that I've been really thinking about this position, and I really want to be your voice on the Board of Trustees. I don't have a specific agenda of what I want to see happen next year for you, the students of the Los Angeles Community College District. I want to work with you and find out what you guys want to do. And I want to be your support. I want to build a collaboration between all 9 colleges. I'm going to be working very closely with whoever you elect, Deanna or Quincy, along with each and other president of all 9 colleges. In fact, this summer we're going to have a retreat. We're going to get together, we're going to figure out our strengths and weaknesses as college campuses and see how we can support each other. And when we find problems that we don't have a solution to on another campus, when each campus is having a similar problem, that's when we're going to start doing some research. We're going to start doing some documenting. We're going to start proving that issue, and then we're going to start coming up with a solution that we can give to the Board of Trustees that we can all 9 colleges can vote on and agree upon. And all the students will say that this is something that we believe should happen, not just for our own interest, but for the interest of future students and in the interest of the district. That's the kind of Student Affairs Committee you're going to have next year if you elect me as student trustee of the Los Angeles Community College District. And I'm going to kind of close my opening statement with a little quote. Leonard Nimoy, one of my favorite philanthropists, and if you know this, Spock, once said, God rest him, "The miracle is, the more that you give, the more that you get." I want to help you give the most you can while you're here at the Los Angeles Community College District. I want to give you the opportunity. I want to give you the forum. I want to give you the empowerment to really make some changes. Not me, you. I want to give you the place where we can all work together and really get some things done next year. And I know I can do that. Why? Because I don't want the credit. I don't want the accolade. I just want to see you guys do the best you can. Put some things on those college resumes and those applications that will outshine you against UC students. You guys can do that. Do what you can with what you have where you are. Theodore Roosevelt once said that. Again, my name is Milo Harold Anderson. I hope you consider me your next student trustee of the Los Angeles Community College District. And I'll leave it to Ryan now to have his opening statement as well.
So, my name is Ryan Alejandro Navarrete. I'm running for the position of student trustee within the district. Within that, a little bit about myself. I'm the current commissioner of student advocacy for Los Angeles Trade Technical College. For that, I advocate for the students at the school during any problems that they're having there, among also region meetings and General Assembly. Right now, there's different resolutions being pushed for this upcoming General Assembly, which is next week. And if elected student trustee, I want to make sure that whatever that is passed is put on every campus throughout the district. Also, I want to bring decent wage for tap cards. I feel that a lot of our financial aid money is spent on just transportation. And myself, I take the metro. I feel that $43 a month is ridiculous. And I feel that the chancellor and the board of trustees have enough strength within its own in order to get the same price that's offered at campuses outside of the district and brought here to the Los Angeles 9. Also, with that being said, I want to produce more campus safety, making sure that everyone is safe, that they're not afraid of anyone or anything. They can go from here to the parking lot and not be worried about anything that's going to happen to them or anything that's going to go on. Also, I plan to advocate for you at the district level and whatever that needs to be done for it to get done. My slogan is Los Angeles 9 United for Progress. I want to unite all 9 campuses plus the 2 extra campuses as one. And as soon as we can do that, we can aim for the one goal that we all have in common, which is progress. Thank you.
Okay, is there any questions from the public?
Hello, gentlemen. Just a quick question. I understand wanting to help promote students, and that's wonderful and that's great. But I'm more interested in what you gain out of it personally. It looks good on your resume or whatever it is. What exactly is your gain out of the entire process?
That's a great question. What's your name? I'm sorry?
Amanda.
Amanda? Thank you, Amanda. I think that's a really valid question to ask. Why do I want to become student trustee for myself? Okay. Well, right now I'm the Community Outreach Director for the student-run radio station of Los Angeles Community College, Pierce College, kpcradio.com. I host a show called Volunteer in the Valley, and the web domain for that is volunteerinthevalley.org. On that show, I invite nonprofit organizations in and around the San Fernando Valley to come on my show, tell me about their organization and the volunteer opportunities they have available so that people who are interested can get involved and do something that they're passionate about. Not what I'm passionate about, but find the organization that matches their goals, their beliefs, their desires, and actually know that there's organizations out there that are doing the same thing that they care about and that they can get involved in it. I tell you this not to brag. I tell you this because I'm going to have to put this on hold if you elect me as student trustee. I'm going to drop my job as the Community Outreach Director of kpcradio.com, which I love doing, by the way. I love promoting the radio station. I have a broadcast journalism degree. I love being in front of a microphone, if you can't tell already. I love my show. I feel like it's doing something really valuable for my community. And since I purchased the domain space, volunteerinthevalley.org, it'll stay there. It'll be there for as long as I can think of. Eventually, what I want to do is turn that show into its own 501(c)(3) nonprofit organization, a website where people in the San Fernando Valley can always come to and find volunteer opportunities. These are my goals before I wanted to become student trustee. I found out about the application to become the student trustee 2 days before the application was due. 1 day on my campus because my student advisor was going to DC with my ASO, so I needed to get it in 1 day. And for the student trustee application, it's not just 50 signatures, it's 100 signatures. And on the Pierce College application, you have to get 150 because they want to make sure that in case someone puts their student ID number down wrong. So the very next day, that night, I took that application home and I filled out my candidate statement, which you may or may not have already read. It should have already been in your voter information packet. If it's not, you can find it. It's on my Facebook, Milo Harold Anderson, and I'd be happy to share it with you if you want to email me. My email address is Milo for studenttrustee LACCD@gmail.com, and my Twitter, by the way, is Milo for LACCD. I want to communicate. I want to be able to have a two-way street with the students, so that way I can be the student's voice on the Board of Trustees. And what do I want out of that after I'm elected? I want to go back to kpcradio.com, and I really actually want more notoriety for the show. I want to advance the show. I want to advance giving people back, giving people the opportunity to give back, giving people the opportunity to do the things that they're passionate about. And I see a lot of passion. I've gone to several campuses already. I've been obviously to Pierce, where I go to college. I've been to Valley. I've been to East. I've been to Trade Tech. This morning I was at Southwest City, and now I'm here with you at West and Mission. Thank you. I have one more college to go to, I believe, and that's Harbor tomorrow. And then I'll have hit all 9 colleges on this campaign to be your next student trustee. I would like to not necessarily build up my resume. I already have a pretty solid resume. You can check me out on LinkedIn. But I'd like to build up your resume. I'd like to be the kind of guy that's going to be there to support you for the things that you want to do and tell you, and be your devil's advocate at times. Because a lot of people have a lot of passion, but that passion needs to be tapered. Needs to be, you need to get your research, you need to get your facts straight, you need to get the surveys filled out, you need to document the problem before you can explain to them that it's a problem. Board of Trustees hear students complain and they think of it as complaining. But if a student comes up and says, hey, this is really a problem and this is how it could hurt you and this is the evidence that it's a problem. And by the way, here's a solution and how I think it could work, and I've done the research and I know why you might say no to it. Here's the reason why you might say no to it. Now here's the reason why you should still say yes to it. And we come to them with that kind of plan, that kind of student voice, we could really, really, really get some things done that you guys can put on your resume. All I want to do is be there to help you guys out, to make student voice actually a reality in the Los Angeles Community College District. When I'm done and when my term is up, which will be a 1-year term, it's only a 1-year term, I can't get reelected, I'm going to go back to Pierce College. I'm going to continue working on my associate's degree, my second degree. I already have a bachelor's degree. I want an associate's degree as an administrative professional from the Computer Applications and Office Technology Department. Finish my course load. I'm going to go back to the radio station. I'm going to do my show, and hopefully, I think I'm going to pick up another one because I'll be doing a lot next year as student trustee, and I think I'll need a lot the year after that to keep me occupied. And then I want to work on Volunteer in the Valley, the nonprofit organization. I want to create a forum very similar to volunteermatch.org. I don't know if anyone's familiar with that, but it's a website where you can find volunteer opportunities, except mine's going to be specifically for the San Fernando Valley. And then I eventually, once I get that off the ground, I'd like to open that up to the whole Los Angeles area and make a volunteer website where all people can go and find things that they're passionate about and find the organizations that want to do the same thing that they're going to do. So yeah, you just heard my evil, dark, and secret plan. That's why I'm accumulating power, I guess. But really, I don't think of it as power over. I think of it as power with. I believe we're much more stronger and much more capable of applying change if we work together as 9 colleges in one district, over 100,000 students, voices together, saying this is what we want to see happen for our school, for ourselves, and for the future students of this district, to protect this institution, to build this upon the institution, to make this institution better for students. I don't understand how the Board of Trustees could say no to us if we get our stuff right. I don't know why they would. I don't know why they would want to. We can do this. Nelson Mandela once said, everything seems impossible until it's done. Let's get some really cool things done next year in 2015, 2016 with me as your student trustee, Milo Harold Anderson of the Los Angeles Community College District. Thanks for that question, Amanda. That was great.
All right, so in terms for this position, how it'll help me, right now I'm the current commissioner of student advocacy, advocating. It'll increase. I'm advocating for more students in a bigger body. You know, my end goal is to be a criminal defense attorney, advocating for all of Los Angeles on their rights, on the law. You know, not to be afraid of police officers, not to be afraid of the law, not to be scared anymore, and to be able to do whatever they want and not be afraid. So, you know, if elected for student trustee, that'll help me and better prepare me for my upcoming career in terms of just advocating for the students and knowing the Constitution, knowing the bylaws, knowing what needs to be done, and just overall advocating for the students and not having the students be scared to come up to the Board of Trustees, let them know their concerns, let them know their comments about what's going on, and just uniting all of us all together as one and moving for progress. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Alrighty, and we'll take our last question here as we wrap up our session here.
Well, I will say that I'm very impressed with everyone who graced the stage today to tell why they want to run for office and what they plan to do. Everyone spoke with, you know, passion, and passion is one thing, but it does need to be directed. I agree with that. My question to you both is, if you really want to help, you're going to do so with the title or without the title. So after your 1 year is up, are you willing to come back to each campus and train and be transparent, what you did wrong, what you could have done better, what you succeeded at, so that the next person who will take on your position can succeed and, you know, learn from your mistakes?
Thank you, Ronnie. I want to find you, if I get elected, I'm going to find a committee for you on like fact checking and excellent question asking, because you really hit the nail right on the head. Yes, absolutely. I will still be here next year. If I'm elected student trustee, I will still be a student at Pierce College. And while I'm student trustee, I plan on visiting this campus quite often, at least once a month, sometimes as many as 3 or 4 times a month, depending on how active your ASO is, what kind of things you need to get done. If you need me here, I'll be here. My plan next semester is to drop my unit load. Right now I'm taking 19 units. It's kind of crazy, but I can do it. I know, right? Does someone say what over there? Next semester I'm only going to take 2, maybe 3 classes, and I'm only going to take them on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That way Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays I'll be free to either be in my office, open door policy for any student of the Los Angeles Community College District to come and speak with me at my office. There'll be a bottle of water waiting for you as soon as you get off the red line, blue line, or the expo line right there at Metro Station. Or if you're driving, there'll still be a bottle of water waiting for you. We'll sit down and talk about whatever student issues you have, and I'll try and lead you to the right solutions. Tell you what you can do to improve your campus. I'm not going to be the student trustee who's going to get things done for you. I'm going to be the student trustee who will help you get things done for your school. I'm going to be that voice on the Board of Trustees that's going to bring your ideas, the problems that you see, and the solutions you've found. I'm going to make it so that the Board of Trustees hears them in the best possible light and knows that that isn't just some cockbaity idea. It's something that students actually paid a lot of attention to, really care about, and want to see them vote yes on. And that's my whole agenda, is to be your representative in the best possible light, to make your plans as tight as possible before we submit them to the Board of Trustees. So that way we can make some policy change as students in our own school district. How exciting would that be? I haven't seen that happen all year this year, at least not with the help of the current student trustee. I'm going to be that student trustee who will be there for you. I have the experience to do this. I know I can. I know you can. Somebody once said, Deanna mentioned, you need to find the students who are passionate, the right kind of students. You're all the right kind of students. I see that in each one of you. I see that in each campus. There are students that care about their school district in every single campus of these 9 colleges, okay? You already have it in you for greatness. You need someone, well, you don't need someone like me to say that it's there, but gosh, wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice to have someone standing in your corner who's gonna say, okay, well, yeah, that's a great idea, but I wanna know more. I won't butter you up. I won't tell you if it's a good idea, if I think it's a bad idea. I will tell you, hey, you know what? That idea maybe needs a lot of work. Or maybe that idea needs to get researched a little more. Or maybe you need to really figure out what your objective is with trying to propose an idea like that. Or maybe you're dead spot on. I think most of the times you're going to be dead spot on, and I'm going to be like, that is a killer idea. That's something that they should have seen already. It's like so simple, no wonder they didn't see it, because it was right in front of their face the whole time. Well, let's roll on this, let's get this done, let's put the proposal together, let's make the Board of Trustees excited that students are excited about their school district. Let's show them that we're on the same side. I believe we can do this next year. I don't see it happening this year, but the first thing we're going to do to make that happen is whoever you elect, whether it be Quincy or Diana as your next president, the vice presidents as well, of course, we're going to sit down and have a retreat with me and all the head leadership of each campus. That way, not so that I can just get to know you guys, but so you guys can get to know the other presidents. And we're going to do that this summer, okay? We're going to do that way long before the fall semester starts. We're going to start those dialogues between the campuses, because I'll tell you what, there are problems here at West Los Angeles College that they've already invented the wheel for at another college. They've already found the solution to your problems. And I can guarantee from what I'm seeing here today, from this involvement, from this activism, of this caring, this kind of engagement, you have solutions that other campuses in this district need to hear. They need your leadership. They need your support. We need to support one another. We're not just one college. We are 9 colleges, and we need to think like that. We need to think like a district. We need to think like a community. Quincy, you said something about community. We need to think like a whole community, and we can do that. Did you have?
Yeah, I have a question.
Well, I think can I let Ryan respond to that first? But I would love your question.
Absolutely.
If that's okay with them. Otherwise, I'll speak with you afterwards if they were going to close this down. Either way. Okay. Don't let me leave until you ask me your question. Thank you.
So, if I am planning on transferring. I start applying in the fall. If I don't go far, yes, I do plan on visiting every campus on an active level. But before that, before I transfer during the summer, I do plan on making sure I have something written down, certain documents on more like a guidebook, on how to be a successful student trustee for my successor if elected. I want to be able to, like Puente, build the bridge to success. I don't want him just to grab just the shoes that's on his feet and walk along on just a whim. I want to be able to let him know what it is on how I did and became a great student trustee if elected, and how he can be able to do the exact same thing, just like other student trustees have in the past. Along with, I want to make sure that every ASU, ASO, and ASG president and the rest of their student council gets the proper training so they can be the most efficient leaders of their campus. Thank you.
And thank you for that, and I'll take this opportunity to thank you everyone for coming and the great questions and all our candidates and all the participation we have got today. Thank you all very much, and we hope to see you guys here next semester and for when voting takes place. Thank you and have a nice day.